Hi, I'm Greg Hill, running for U.S. Congress here in Texas CD 22. Last week we're at Dunn Brothers Coffee in Friendswood, Texas, and this week we're here in Pearland at Allendale's. Welcome to Coffee with Greg Hill.
Hey Greg, I saw your first Coffee with Greg video and I have a question for you for one of your next videos. As I drive through Brazoria County, I've started to see your signs, and on it says former Border Patrol agent. So could you take a minute and just talk to us about your experience as a Border Patrol agent and some of your thoughts on legal immigration, illegal immigration, and specifically the visa process, some of the issues with it, and some of the areas that we could improve?
As a former Border Patrol agent, it would have been nice to have a wall, no question about it. It would have been easier to have anything that would prevent the flow of illegal immigration. In those areas where we have a wall, such as El Paso, San Diego, and Yuma, the amount of border crossings has decreased from 90 to 95%. But the wall is not an end-all be-all. We still need more boots on the ground. We need more technology. We need more immigration judges, and we need to streamline this immigration process. Where I was stationed in Las Cruces, New Mexico, it's about an hour north of El Paso, and it's a checkpoint town, which means that we caught a lot of drugs, but we also caught quite a bit of illegal immigrants. There are also times when we would respond to a forward-looking infrared unit, a FLIR unit, because there was a solid patch of folks coming, trying to circumvent the checkpoint, and you didn't know if you're going out there just to address people that have been walking for 6 days, or if you're going out there to encounter a coyote and someone was going to be shooting at you. Very dangerous type stuff. These are serious issues, and it's not a cakewalk on the border. As for illegal immigration, one of the things that we need to do is we need to get rid of this catch and release. It doesn't make sense to have someone that's here illegally just be released into the country. They're here illegally. They're going to avoid deportation, and in particular those that have committed crimes. The other thing that we need to do is we need to fund more judges. Judges and what they do can help streamline this immigration process. Part of the problem we've got is that the caseload that these judges have is just far too great, be it from an asylum situation or just a deportation situation from a probable cause hearing. So we need to get more judges to help out. I've got a friend of mine here in CD 22 who's in the hydromulch grass business, and he told me that from an employer standpoint, it can be quite challenging sometimes because he can't find the workers here. And we do have a labor shortage in the United States of America as it relates to this industry. But he can't find the workers. And so he's applied under this H-2A visa program to get workers from abroad. Well, he has to provide adequate housing. He has to provide workers' compensation insurance. He has to show by way of advertising in local papers that he can't find workers. He has to pay thousands of dollars to hire someone to fill out all the paperwork. He has to advertise in the country that he's seeking workers, be it Mexico or Central America. And then once he brings them over, they're only able to work for 10 months and then they have to go back. He's okay with that part. The problem is that he has to reapply and do that same thing all over again, even if it's the same 10 workers. So he has to spend another $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 and go through the same process. And sometimes that process can be delayed, in which case it interrupts his business. So this is a huge issue, and these are things that we need to tackle. For example, why does he need to reapply and spend all that money if he can show that it's the same workers? These are small solutions that no one's looking at. All right, one thing I'd like to do in closing today is I'd like to read to you a quote from Barbara Jordan. She was a great lady. She said that credibility in immigration policy can be summed up in one sentence. Those who should get in, get in. Those who should be kept out are kept out. And those who should not be here will be required to leave. And that sums it up in a nutshell. And it just takes someone that's going to care enough to want to address this problem. I'm that guy. I'm a former U.S. Border Patrol agent. I'm a former judge. I've got the experience, the only candidate in this race that has the experience. So, to those out there that speak Spanish, let me say this. Déjenme decirles una cosa. Yo estoy aquí para servirles, para que todos estemos aquí legalmente. I want to hear from you, and I want to hear what's important to you because it's important to me. So send your questions to coffee@electgreghill.com, and I'll see you next week.